here we have a Telecaster copy. It's called a Paramount Tele, and it's a cheap guitar. It cost me less than 3,000 Thai baht, which is less than 100 US dollars. Basically, I think it worked out just under £70 UK. Good value for money, because it's actually pretty good. It was quite nice out of the box. I gave it a quick setup and a little bit of intonation, truss rod, just tiny little adjustments, and it plays really nice. It stays in tune. It's as you'd expect. I mean, these are okay tuners. They're not great. One or two of them are a bit stiff to turn, but they work. I do have plans to upgrade and modify this guitar with parts that I mostly have already got, but one or two parts are waiting arrival. String through body. This was what made me buy this guitar compared to other cheap Telecasters that you can get, and I'll go into why again in a minute. So far, just trying the guitar out for a couple of weeks, as it is stock, it's pretty reliable. It stays in tune, it's straight, the neck pocket's a good fit, everything, nothing moves around. It's a solid platform for my conversion project. So that's it. Here is a Paramount Tele, and soon to be a Paramount Tele hybrid Esquire stealth Tele. Okay, this is quite a long time later because things got stuck in the post and had to wait. I finally finished the Telesonic hybrid stealth Tele project. Quick recap on what's been done. Fender Cluson style tuners here. So what else have I done? Okay, so I put the Alnico 2, unbranded Alnico 2, pretty hot bridge pickup in here. The Brenner Piezo bridge in here, bridge saddles in here, which I'll go into in just a second. A hotter neck pickup Alnico 5 under the pickguard, and reversed the orientation of the control plate. So now we have bridge and neck, and a push-pull on the tone, which switches from magnetic pickups to the Brenner pickup, to the Piezo. Actually, I've got the sticker here. It is a Brenner Guitar Products Piezo undersaddle pickup. So what this project was for was to have a nice simple electric guitar platform in order for recording acoustic guitar sounds. I already tried this bridge on a parts caster that I've made out of scrap. It was a Strat that I turned into a hardtail and used a short Tele bridge and then put this in. It wasn't the best performing guitar, but the sound was great. So I thought, well, okay, I want to put it on a more stable platform. This is not an advert. I'm not being paid for this. I just thought I'd give the guy some props because it's a really cool product. But it's not perfect, which I'll explain, depending on your guitar. So, and that brings me to this. That's why the string through body is a must if you're using this bridge. These little bolts that stick out the back, these nuts, these are for intonating the saddles, and if you have a top loading bridge, the ball ends get in the way of the spanner and you cannot properly adjust the intonation if you need to. You have to take off the strings, guess, put on a new set of strings and try again, and that's, you know. So I cannot recommend this pickup system to anyone who has a top loading bridge, unless you find another way round the problem, which I haven't been able to do. But that's actually the only criticism I have of this product, which, to be fair, there are a lot of products which cannot be made to perfectly suit every single situation out there. It's just not really compatible if you have a top loading bridge and you don't have string through body. So I've just, I don't know if you can see that, I just found a, you can't really see it on this video, but there are what look like mosquito eggs on that. They appear overnight. Bloody things, they do, they just appear overnight, and then, you know, in a few days I'll be thinking, why are there so many mosquitoes over it? It's because they hide on my black guitars where you can't see them and lay eggs and then spread. Anyway, that's a way off topic now. This is not a nature video, this is a guitar video, so I'm just wiping down all the fingerprints. That's the only other problem with this guitar, is it just loves showing off fingerprints, which is a shame. But look at that, I mean, it just it looks so cool. It doesn't look like a sub $100 guitar to me. It looks really cool. So an important note, the amplifier, in fact the rig that I'm using for the demo, for the modified guitar, is different to the one that I used for the stock guitar. So that's just a disclaimer there. So they are going to sound different no matter what. But this is going to feature in a future video. I've got, this is now what I'd call a convertible all-in-one pedalboard rig. So, okay, here's the stealth neck pickup. Okay, here's both pickups together. Bridge pickup. Let's whack a bit of gain on there. Here is the piezo pickup through the electric rig, so the same settings on the amp, so it's not going to sound ideal. So here's the guitar plugged directly into the audio interface and then running into Pro Tools, going through an impulse response and a few plugins for processing, just because that's how I would use it for recording it. The tone control is active on this. I've actually got a tone cap permanently wired in to bleed some treble from this pickup to ground because it's very, very bright without it. So I've got 0.01 microfarad capacitor permanently on this pickup, which makes it sound quite nice. And then the tone control here is also a 0.01 cap, so when that's turned all the way down it provides a different flavour, so I can sort of fine tune the acoustic sound with this but not drastically alter it, so you'll hear what I mean. So here it is with the tone turned up, just some basic strumming because I'm not really a proper acoustic player. And then with the tone turned down, And just for playing some lead, this is what it sounds like. Tone up. Maybe some, if I could play finger picking, I wish I could. But I'm still trying to dial in the intonation on this because we've only got these 2 points. So I guess it takes some time to dial it in, but it's pretty good on the whole. It's pretty good. If you're a real Tele purist and you've got a nice Telecaster, a real one, you might not want to put this on there because I guess it doesn't bother me so much, but I guess it may have an effect on the natural electric Tele tone that Tele players are used to and probably demand, like the brass saddles and whatever. So I wouldn't say it's really right for purists, but for Tele players who want an alternative Tele, who've probably already got more than one and don't mind having another one, get a cheap one and put one of these in, and it's really pretty versatile. So there we have it. The only thing to remember is with normal guitar pots, you're going to lose a lot of bass out of this, which is why this sounds very thin and trebly without some extra work done to it. But as you may have heard, this is quite a bass light sound. You can always, in post processing, that's no problem. You can compensate for that. Or I guess if you're playing live through a big PA, it may even be an advantage because you won't have to get rid of too much boomy bass because there won't really be any there. So, but you can add a bit of bass from the PA. So I think on the whole, for what it is, an electric guitar doing an impression of an acoustic, I'd say for me at least, it's a success. It's great, and I think it looks really, really great as well. This guitar looks really fantastic, I think. So anyway, I hope that's provided some useful information for anyone who's actually considering trying out some kind of hybrid guitar setup like this.